I mean, the number of keystones were nice. Not bad. It's a good amount. Because I don't think I'll spend all of what I earned today already in the amount that I'm gonna do. Because I'm doing the slow ones, right? I'm still ranking up my whispers. So, I still have to rank up a 135 eventually. And I want to get as many 130s as possible from these 125s. Depending on the RNG today, I may or may not get all of these done to 130. We will see. And I collected some gold today, so let's spend some of it. Yeah, let's go. Gotta remember I have potion powers already since yesterday or last I played.
I'm still waiting.
The only other question would be that if the timing is right, I may still be able to push at the same Paragon or so, like my season 32. Now, if I want to do it differently, I know I said the roadmap last time, but like the funny thing is about the comparison is that I kind of want to do a chain clear, so I may get more Paragons than my season 32. But I want to attempt the chain clear. So for example, if the RNG allows, I want to do like 141, 142, 143 like in a row. But for that to happen, I also need to collect or play enough to get the Paragons that I want.
I'm still waiting.
But to effectively chain clear, it has to be like within 3 hours or so.
Not ready yet. Need more time. I'm still waiting.
And the reason why I want to do the chain clear is because pushing one by
Not ready
one,
yet.
I mean, one tier at a time is not difficult up until you get the actual tier that you can't go farther too much more per session. But to chain clear, right? At least
Need more time.
the middle ones and the ones like at the end of the chain is much tougher to do
Not ready yet.
because the first one at the start of the stream, well, people can say you did something off stream, right? That's like unless you are doing those 24/7 streams where you actually show like, you know, like
Need
sleeping,
more time.
resting, and gaming and so on, right? But the middle ones and
I'm still
the
waiting.
final one of said chain is not the case. I mean, unless
Need more time.
you fish in the middle, right? But anyway, the the point is I like the chain clears because it actually
Not
shows
ready yet.
like what you eliminate to find the success.
Need more time.
And I know I have the conduit there. Uh, I just didn't see enough to play the conduit. And I already got my third pylon by 67%. So 3 pylons in 67%.
You need more time.
So like, the funnier thing about this delay clicking, right? And then
Not ready yet.
is basically also the way that you can prepare yourself in a different way where you're not just clicking the pylons because it is like mid speeds or speeds. I mean, you would do them so fast anyway on the actual speeds that you would actually click them. But this is like to turn your GR129 and make it a piece of cake. And I am still 0 augments for these 129s. That's what I mean by turning them into a piece of cake, because if you're already augmented, it should be even easier than the time that I've taken.
My name is Urshi. When the champion, I may be able to help you.
Alright, so we gotta work on this one. Nice. Next.
I need to go back.
Nope. I mistimed it
I may
by
be able to help
a
you.
little.
Your skill has grown.
I have more control now.
Today there's a lot of compass roses, huh? 8 and 50. The game's trying on gloves, sort of. Ooh. Non-ancient potential quad.
You must choose my skill.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's not ideal. It's like minimal crit hit chance. But oh well. I'll take a non-ancient quad pretend to start. Alright, next.
Unleash your power, champion.
I'm still waiting.
Oh yeah, did I press enough potion powers? I didn't. I think I didn't press enough of my potion last rift at the middle. In the
Need
middle.
more time.
Waller is a waste of time.
I'm still waiting.
Blue Fallen is nice though. But the other thing about doing mid speeds is also to consider like what the monster type is. You know, like just take it as like a practice. Like call out your monster type
I have more control now.
as easy as it is. The rift, you can call out the monster
Need more
type,
time.
or at least try to like, you know, think and consider about the monster type,
I'm still waiting.
and then you look at your progress bar, right? Based on the time you gain as well. Like, a lot of people just look at a time and it's like, okay, I'm fast. Okay,
Ready yet.
so, okay, what does that? What is that though, right? So
Need
it
more time.
can help you, right? What this is helping is that if you feel like if you have a sense that it's faster, so then you can add it into your list
Ready yet.
when you're pushing, right? It feels a little faster, which means that the monster type is a reasonable one.
Waiting.
So you're actually using the time elapsed with a small advantage in there.
Not yet.
Like if it feels faster to you, I mean, sure, the power pylon can be misleading in a speeds, right? But if you're not having the power pylon yet,
More time.
you know, you can you can see. So I got warping horrors, which is basically face beast ish, right? Basically, and it is faster than the previous rift. I got
Not ready yet.
Blue Fallen and Face Beast, like back to back different floors. So it is faster. And I got power again for the end.
Need more time.
I don't know about this floor having enough, but I think I should have enough on this floor.
Not ready yet. For a little bit.
Supposedly.
I'm still waiting.
Because Warping Horrors should give me quite a lot per kill.
Need more time.
So I should be able to end by on this floor.
I'm still waiting.
And if I have to get the last bit of percentage, I can always get it from the power pylon anyways.
Not ready yet.
I might need that. Though. It might be very exact at this point.
Need more time.
Yeah. It's like just enough.
Not ready yet.
There might be something back top side, but
I'm still waiting.
and the reason why I talked about the percentages here on this floor is also another thing, right? Where if you're pushing already and your build needs the power pylon for the end, well, I'm already thinking about it. Like regardless of it this being super easy, right?
I'm
You can
ready.
just tell yourself about the power pylon. And in that way, it already will help you for your push attempts as well. Ah,
I am returning
everything
to
is
power.
ending at 129.
The ancients would be proud.
Ooh. Why can't why can't this be ancient? Next.
Need more time. I'm still waiting.
So this is Red Fallen with a channeling early.
Not ready yet.
Need more time. I'm still waiting.
And then a 33, 34. So 8% channeling, 33, 34 conduits. Okay.
Need more time.
Looks like a density conduit though.
Not ready yet. We need more time. I'm still waiting.
Too bad. No pylon here.
Not ready yet.
The Red Fallen is okay early. I think Red Fallen is like okay for like up to like GR 140 or something. Or well, on a stronger season, Red Fallen is still fine. On a weaker season, Red Fallen will gradually slow down. Power again, but I think this time this power is not gonna be the end unless I clear enough.
I'm still waiting. We need more time.
This Juggernaut definitely ate a lot of the power.
I'm still waiting.
But it did have enough. Nice bonus ending Oculus Ring there.
Good to see you.
Alright, next.
I am returning to town.
The ancients would be proud.
Most impressive.
60%, but not good enough. Alright, time to spend. Maybe my primals are in here.
Such a brave soul.
Probably go for pants.
What? I didn't even know I had that thing. Are you ready? What? I didn't even know I had that thing. Don't be shy. Do come back again. What? I didn't even know I had that thing.
Alright, nothing. Next. Ice Porcupines. Ice Porcupines are really nice to start out, especially on a stronger season.
I'm still waiting.
I believe my season 32 142 was a Festering Woods Ice Porcupine. It was so insane. Look at that, it's already 12%. Sure, I got a blue elite, but still. And this is a stall.
I'm
And a
still waiting.
full clear, more or less.
Not ready yet.
Although this season I've gotten one of my best Shrouded Moors or in an or extreme though. 95% on one floor Shrouded Moor.
One more time. Sweet revenge. Not ready yet. Need more time.
45% into a conduit.
I'm still waiting.
Spinners though.
Not ready yet.
This season they get frozen more than half the time, so it's pretty easy.
Need more time.
This floor is basically the risen
Survive that.
zombies more or less. Mix into Val Swarms. Alright.
Not ready yet.
Into a shield. This archive is nice with Val Swarms.
I've become more formidable.
So like if you're pushing and you see Val Swarm floor, well I don't know about how many Val Swarms there are here, not too many now. But when pushing, if you see a Val Swarm floor, you can decide that if you're lacking damage, you can pray to just hunt for the Val Swarms instead.
Need more time.
Oh, the floor ended. Maybe there's enough
Sweet revenge.
or not.
Not ready yet.
Just no. No, there's enough, right?
The Rift God
I mean, I could have checked for the
Need more
maybe the
time.
pylon on the next floor, but it's fine.
Not ready
I
yet.
just wanted to see the value for a Valswang floor. So the only thing is, had I gotten a power 99% at the end on the next floor, maybe, then it would have been not as worth it to just end on the floor like that. But otherwise, if you run out of time, right? You don't want that 1% stall on the next floor. But of course, I still have half my shield, so it should have been fine. Except in pushing, if you actually ran out of time, you would rather just see something. Because the next floor, the next floor could be plague tunnels, for example. And when you get plague tunnels, it pushes the pylon spawn point into the next donut or the next dead end, unless it's the pizza plague tunnels where the pylon is in the central or an early dead end. Okay, so when you get shock tower, there is a chance that it will spawn like maybe here or something in the first rectangle. But if not, it's gonna be also potentially far. Not as far as the plague tunnels follow up though.
Let's see the gem.
Alright, let's get another to 130 maybe? No? Wow, today,
Burning to top.
didn't I just say that today on the previous rift that it's like ending at 129? It's becoming a habit.
valor is unsurpassed.
Well done.
Maybe this necklace is good. There's a socket. It is an ancient one too. Hmm. Potential? cooldown. Ah, really? Why did it get physical? A physical elemental trifecta necklace. It was so close. If I gotten a cold elemental trifecta here, that would help. That would be the other help. The first help would be to improve on this weapon. The second next is an elemental trifecta ancient. Obviously. Oof. Wow. I saw the ancient. I mean I saw the socket and then I saw the ancient on the left. I was like, there's a chance. I'll still take a screenshot. And then probably if you rank I don't know, if you have enough paragons you can play other physical necro stuff, I guess. It's still an interesting amulet to see. How was that weapon though? It was high damage but not good enough. Alright, that's very interesting. I can put that over here. That's an interesting amulet. Alright, let's go next.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting.
Still have a lot of 130 gems to do. And then I need to get a 135 and change one to a 131 as well after. This is a this is Lacuni Slasher floor. Okay, I took the hit from the Fire Shaman.
I'm still waiting.
Lacuni Slashers are really nice on for this season as well. You should be strong enough to clear Lacuni Slasher.
Not ready yet.
So Lacuni Slasher is actually one of the monster types you actually want.
Need more time. I grow weak. I'm still waiting. That was just a taste. Need more time. I'm still waiting.
I mean, this... ouch. This elite is painful. Because it is the monster type that is painful. The elite, it's the boss itself. But like, you can see the progress that you make. And like, Lacuni Slashes is awesome.
Need more time.
It's just the Fire Shamans in the mix are annoying. Spinner ads.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
To this ring.
Not ready yet.
I should probably work on the 135 gem soon.
I'm still waiting. I've become more time.
This guy's just hiding behind all the arcane beams.
Not ready yet.
I mean, it's a juggernaut too, so I could have just left it alone in the corner.
I'm still waiting.
I learned much from that.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, I might work on the 135 next.
Need more time.
It's getting kind of boring already. I don't know. I like being in the rift to find the way to make the progression
Not ready
percentages. I find that more fun. For Diablo 3 anyways.
yet. Need more time.
For Diablo 2,
I'm still waiting.
actual EXP farming is actually like repetitive
Need more time.
in that sense. I just find Diablo 3 more like you can think a bit more. Of course, some people play this game,
I'm still
you know, after work, right? Or after real life stuff. Power to end. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool Desolate Sands. It's a one floor.
I may be able to help you.
Lacunae Slasher. Oh, I have that many 125 still, huh?
I need to go back.
Normally, I don't even prepare that many 125s at the beginning.
I grant you the
This was a
power
lot of
of
core group Petrified Scream purpose. You know, so that is a lot of 125s to. Of course, the cold elemental trifecta landed on the Etlich amulet as usual. Alright, 1385 is a nice number. Yeah, I can go for one more before I spend. I think it's a good number to start going to the 134 for a change. I kind of want. I'm the opposite. I actually want to practice having a bit more resistance because I find that it will actually wake me up to play and think a bit more. I find it so boring and so tiring, actually. Like, tiring in the sense of like I would rather watch a TV show, basically. And I know that you can do that simultaneously, right? When it's that boring. But like I want to play the game though. So like if I want to play the game, I I would rather find monsters that have a bit more resistance. Now, of course, what would be frustrating would be that every monster type or every elite pack affix is like the direct counter of the build. Then that is the opposite of fun, right? But outside of that, I just find that when there is a little bit more resistance from the rift, it actually wakes me up. Now, for other people to wake up, I believe would be the cheat death proc, right? For me, it's like a half opposite with the cheat death proc. Now, when I ask for more resistance, there is a higher chance of me getting the cheat death proc, which is bad in itself as well. Because I actually play worse with a cheat death proc on me. But I still would rather see that than not playing something with a higher resistance from my own damage. So let's just do the 134 so that I can work on the 135 gem for my helmet, that is. Okay, a graveyard is pretty hot. A good start, I would hope. Ghostly Trio, the hot graveyard. Ghostly Trio with some bonus Face Beasts. Warping Horrors. That's nice. So far, so good. When you don't get an elite at the door, you get to work on some of your initial progress. That's actually what you actually want as a God DH, in fact. You just want the initial progress so that you can get your first pylon more quickly. That is actually very helpful. Like, had I opened a 141 like this, it would be fine, except that the first elite is a Waller, and it's a yellow elite boss, right? So they countered it immediately as soon as I enjoyed my rift. But it's still I mean, for this 134 specifically, uh, I still have a good time lead, so I can still clear this 134 by overstaying this 22%. There is a chance. There we go. I mean, this is a lot of progress. This floor probably has like, I think at least 60% of progress. Now this blue elite is a little hot. I think there's actually a yellow elite in here as well. Somewhere. Because I didn't even click the pylon, so I think it's the minions, right? And I'm not clicking the pylon because I want to know where the actual elite is first. Or were the minions from the previous? It might have been from the previous. I like the density here, so I don't really want. Oh, it might be this one. Might be this one. It was hiding really far back. I was about to say, the other one was a Waller, and there were no walls, so it wasn't the previous elite. So now there's more and more yellow elites. And a blue. Okay. Let's go. Not a spinner adds, so this is good. Walder, though. That's the other reason why I didn't want to click. But if I weren't going to click then, I would probably not click it at all. Let's use this Oculus Ring. One down.
Bleed, you
Not ready
filth!
yet.
I think that was the Waller down. Oh, that was the Pylon Elite Waller.
I'm still waiting. Need more time.
So I've only used like 1/3 of the floor, by the way.
Not
Or at
ready
least
yet.
less than half. Another down.
I'm still waiting.
Alright. Should have the next pylon, right? Yep. Speed and channeling. Classic.
I'm still waiting.
Exit found. Oops.
Need more time.
75%. Maybe there's a third pylon. Wasn't sure about my pylon percentages. I definitely delayed my second pylon check though, while I was clearing the 3 elites.
Need more time.
Feel my wrath!
Not ready yet.
Let's move a little. Yep, I knew it. Alright, shield.
Need
So
more
I can
time.
take this shield now. This might be a 1 floor. Oh, I love it.
I'm
I
still
love it
waiting.
when you can play a 1 floor rift.
Not ready yet.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to check for a 99% power pylon though. As
Need
my
more time.
force pylon if I wanted to. But it should be fine.
I'm still waiting.
The Rift Guardian.
Not ready yet.
I used the remaining 1/4 of the Oculus ring for the boss.
I'm still waiting.
But a 1 floor is pretty cool.
Need more time.
At what? 1 floor Desolate Sands and 1 floor this. That's awesome.
I'm skilled at
Alright, let's prepare a 135, please. Or not. Alright,
I am
not too bad.
returning to town.
Not too bad.
Well done,
At least it reached a 134.
How satisfying.
Uh, okay, let's
Fortune
spend.
favors the bold. That
More
will look
pants,
nice
please.
on you. Do come back again.
Nice.
Fate smiles on you today. What? I didn't even know I had that thing. Anything could happen. see you soon. What a steal.
That's a pretty cool pants, even though it's min rolled. Still nice. Alright, so there's a 134, so I think I go for another 134. Repeat.
Not ready yet.
Exarchs and Snakes. That's not bad too. Just has to have more Exarchs.
I'm still waiting.
There are some base beasts bonus. This could be good.
Need more time. You won't survive that. Yet. I'm still waiting.
I'm just trying to prepare all my augment gems
Not ready yet.
with the least amount of my paragons possible to save the paragons for the pushing,
Need more time.
to gain them also during pushing.
Not ready yet. I'm still waiting.
Alright, this yellow elite might take too long.
Need more time.
If without a pylon, that elite takes too long. So let's ignore it.
Not ready yet.
I mean, it's only a 134, but I like to make certain
Need
decisions.
more time.
Oh, this is painful. With the electrified.
Your fear betrays I'm still waiting.
And because it's a shielding.
Not ready yet.
Oculus Ring.
Need more
Come on.
time.
Thank
My
you.
strength is back.
Alright, there should be a pylon.
I'm still waiting.
Okay, it's early first power. I mean, at this point, power just means I should just take and go.
Need more
Because
time.
it's slightly a density power. Unless I decide to go back to that slow yellow
Still
elite
waiting.
on the other side. I mean, that would only factor into whether this is going to be a one floor as well.
You want more?
But
I'm still waiting. Not ready yet.
okay, I'll take this now. Oof, that was close with the grotesque explosion.
Need more time. I'm still waiting.
Let's use this Oculus Ring.
That was just a taste. Not ready yet.
Okay, a shielding yellow elite.
Need more time.
could turn this into a one floor. If they give me one more pylon, maybe?
Not ready yet.
And then I have to take that other yellow elite that I left on over there. I mean, I would be walking back there anyways.
Time.
Where's the last? Okay, tree.
I'm still waiting.
Probably need this tree to be able to see maybe a third pylon there on the.
Need more time. Not ready yet.
Would this be a one floor? It's gonna be very close again.
I'm still waiting.
But I have to clear out that other previous elites for sure.
Not ready yet. I'm still
Oculus
waiting.
ring. Nice, thank you.
Need more time.
Here you are. Another one floor.
Not ready yet.
The Rift Guardian has
It's not always a good thing because you don't check for your 99% pylon.
I'm still waiting.
Unless it's positionally exact for the 99% on a one floor.
Need more time. Not ready yet.
You have a gem?
Alright, got that one. And then I need a new 131. Alright. And then I can just work on another different one now.
I am returning to town.
Nice. Yeah, one floor. Didn't even explore the exits spot.
grant you the power of your
I have more control now.
Ooh. 200%. If only it was ancient. But it's still with the max discipline. 12 max discipline. That's nice. This is a nice starter one. I don't. And then let's extract some of these. Let's just switch up with the vault.
Need more time. I'm still waiting.
More gems.
Not ready yet.
Alright, let's go get my 1400 Paragon. Six crit hit chance. That's pretty nice, except it's a lot of fire damage. Alright, let's swap back.
You must choose my skill.
Okay, let's go get our 1400 Paragon, and then we will count how many Whispers of Atonements I have already, and then on the next one, I may be able to start pushing the 141, I think. Even though I really like, even though I really like to have my zero augment stay here, but I think like I've done that so many times of zero augments, not necessarily 140 zero augment, but like zero augment pushing, that the issue now is that this season it's pushed so far below on the pages that it doesn't matter anymore. But it's still nice to like, see a zero augment push attempt. And I can actually go probably a 141 actually, because I think my 140, the floor 2, 3, and 4 were horrible. I mean, the monster types were horrible basically. And then I had one or two really mean elite packs also. So like technically it was not an easy 140, but I had enough improvements from my main gems and the near 200 paragons from the 138 that the 140 was gonna be more manageable, and it was just enough. But I feel like had I gotten the exact like more tame and pilot order, a 141 would have been possible. But I also need to start catching up on the leaderboard again. So I definitely want to get my 10 augments ASAP. The issue is whether it's exactly 10 prepared. I need exactly the 10 because my rings and my offhand are the non-ancients right now. So I want to directly get all 10. Hey there. I want to get directly all 10 augments and then go for a chain clear of probably 141, 142, and 143. That's like my next thing I really want to do. I don't know about the 143, but I think the chain clear, if the day is good, it would be good to do that the next time. After this one, I will check if I have exactly 10 augments ready to go. Uh, I definitely want, what is it? I have one 135 now, and then I have four 131s, and I have 10 augments, right? So I need only five 130s. I think I have five 130s, though. But I still want to work on this 1400, and then to round out for the day. So let's do that real quick. But I'll still work on this 134 because I think it's just about five paragons. So it'll be faster that way with one key. Now, it's slower in the sense of, you know, using multiple keys, right? But it's faster with one keystone if it's still gonna give me five. I mean, I am already in the middle of this paragon level anyways. So let's go ahead and get our 1400 to round out. today I did some visions, got some keystones, got my first the altar completed primals. Uh, it was a S of Johann and a Welding Host. The S of Johann is alright. And then just now it gave I got physical elemental trifecta necklace potential and a Blackthorn pants. That's for like the LOD wave of light fire or some LOD fire build that's dexterity class.
I'm still waiting. Need more time.
This is a commit on a Juggernaut.
Not ready yet.
Oculus Ring. Let's get rid of this Juggernaut now. Please.
I'm
Dust?
still
No.
waiting.
Nope. Right outside of the Oculus Ring. Which means that I'm lacking damage
Not ready yet.
even for the 134. I mean, zero augment is lacking will be lacking damage. Because I want to augment just before I do the push attempt next time. If I have 10, at least the 10 um 130 and higher ready. I should have enough now.
Not ready yet.
Because I only need 5 130s.
I'm still waiting. I've become more formidable. Need more time.
Nice Oculus Ring. This time it's good. It's just the Juggernaut. Like, Oculus Ring and Juggernaut without augments, the 134 is lacking a little damage on a Juggernaut commit.
I'm still waiting. Need more time.
What's my pylon? Speed.
Not ready yet. You won't survive that.
This might be a bit painful.
Need more time. Not ready yet. I'm still waiting. I require aid. Not ready yet.
Told you. Okay, so I got rid of one of them.
Need more time.
I think I have exactly enough Oculus Rings, maybe? Speed Pylon makes me go out of the Oculus Ring, though. Okay, just.
That was just a taste. Not ready yet.
The question is, did I spawn the Pylon earlier outside of that 37% speed Pylon check? Had I gotten a Pylon on the early right side, because I did go a little bit to the right on the first usual left turn. So technically I could have spawned the Pylon on the far right already as my first pylon, and the speed pylon 37% would have been the second pylon.
I'm still waiting.
Huh?
Not ready yet.
Alright, where's the elite? Really? The elite?
I'm still waiting.
Is on the bottom left. Final blue is like on the bottom left, isn't it?
That was just a taste.
Don't remember seeing the orbs.
I'm still waiting.
I need to go to the bottom left to check. There, it's over here.
Not ready yet.
It was just on the edge of where I thought it's gonna be, and this is a hot elite.
Need more time.
Not gonna bother with that one, I think.
I'm still waiting.
I'll just take the density
Not ready yet.
because it's Anarchs and Demon Troopers, and it's just faster to play the Anarchs and Demon Troopers as best you can. It's way more value.
Not ready yet.
Although the yellow elite has been following me. I mean, also the blue flies.
I must heal.
Ah,
Need more time.
Fire Chain got me there from these other blue.
I'm still waiting.
So Lasher blue.
Darkness awaits you. Need more time.
Oculus Ring, bye bye. Alright. So speed and channeling.
Not ready yet.
Think so? Yeah, speed and channeling. Ah, this is gonna be painful. Let's just play density.
I'm still waiting.
Gonna thank you.
Not ready yet.
Man, positionally difficult
Need more time.
against Parandi.
I'm still waiting.
The only issue with Bariza is that you spike his health so fast sometimes, he's gonna do like multiple things. Alright,
I'm here to help.
let's count. So I have the 135, my 4 131s, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have enough. I can even prepare another 131, just in case I wanted a different 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. And then I can even rank this. Nope. Because it's only a 134. Alright, let's just start a new one.
I need to go back.
Impressive.
Time. How satisfying.
Wasn't exact because I was halfway on the Paragon already. Wasn't gonna be exactly 1,400.
You look like you could use a new item of, well, isn't
More
that
pants,
nice?
please.
What a steal. Let's see what happens, shall we? Ooh, that's nice. Can I have it back?
Nothing. Well, anyway, I got my whispers done. I will augment the next time around. I should have enough regular gems to do all 10 augments at the same time. I will augment them in a certain order the next time around at the start of the next stream. And then we will go for the 141 with 10 augments. Because I've done a 0 augment 140 the last time. So there's two items that are holding me back right now. One is my weapon, because it's not a 4K weapon. And my necklace is not an elemental trifecta. And then, of course, the rings are not ancient, as well as the offhand, but that's beside the point for the offhand. The offhand, the multiplier is one of the most important. So 598% is fine. Uh, it's mostly the weapon and the necklace, which would likely stall my 143, I think. I think I can do 141 and 142 for sure. It's the 143 um that the chain next time around would find a little bit more difficult unless the RNG is fantastic with the pylon order especially. So we will go from there. The next time around, 10 augments ready to go. And push a chain of 3 potentially.